name is Aveline and welcome to my channel. I hope you're all having a wonderful day. Today we're building another house. Surprise, surprise. Well, it was supposed to go up yesterday, but I just did not have time to render and everything. Plus, I was home alone yesterday. I'm actually recording this voiceover Sunday, so when I'm saying I was home yesterday, I mean I'm home alone right now. But I'm home alone, or I was home alone yesterday, and I just thought that I didn't really want to sit down and wait for the video to render for 4 hours or 2 to 4 hours basically, and not be able to use my computer at all, being home alone, having nothing to do. So I figured it would be okay if I moved it to Monday, so that's today, because usually I don't necessarily release videos on Mondays, so hopefully that's okay with you guys. But we're building a suburban house, which was supposed to be a more traditional suburban house with some kind of funny vibes going on, with some kind of funny touches to it. I don't know how to explain it. There's some stuff with the roofing going on that's just a little different from what I usually do, but it sort of turned out to have these kind of modern vibes just a little bit here and there. I'm not fully sure how to explain the style of this house, but it's definitely a suburban house. That I know. Also, because I've been going so crazy with colors lately, at least I feel like I have, I might be wrong, but I feel like I've been very colorful in my interior choices lately, and also kind of exterior choices as well. I decided this time we're making a completely black and white house. I actually started doing the interior in this like sort of light brown, muted brown kind of color. I'm not entirely sure how to explain it, but you'll see that later on. But then I decided, because I already done that recently, to be honest, like in a build like 2 weeks ago or something. I used some light browns in that build. I think it was the cutesy family home. It had some pastels in there too. I'm pretty sure it was that one I'm thinking about. And also the single mom suburban house from, was that last weekend? Maybe. And so therefore I decided, because the whole exterior of the build, except from plants, basically, was completely black and white. So I thought, why not make the interior match the exterior? So that's what I ended up doing. And of course, we don't have a lot of black and white paintings in the game, and we also don't have black and white plants. So the plants, and also a few like plants and flowers and paintings, and also a few pieces of clutter here and there will be colored, but other than that, everything is like black, white, and a little bit of gray here and there too. So it's like a completely colorless house, and it freaks me out a little bit because I've been so used to using a lot of color lately. But to be honest, it was fun trying, and yeah, I definitely like how it turned out in the end. I hope you guys like it too. As for the exterior, I actually started building this house like at the end of April, on the 24th, I'm pretty sure. So I built the house shell first, and then around 2 days ago or 3 days ago, I started building the interior, or I went back to the house actually, and then I looked at it and was like, this needs something different. So for the exterior, I went with a split level thing that I've been loving doing lately, but the way that I did it was very inspired by Cyberdoll's houses, because she does this like, I'm not entirely sure how to explain it, but it's like there's a garage down on the ground floor, and then there's like these small, like, you'll see that in a bit. For now, we're still building the house shell. It did take me a while, but I just want to say that the exterior is inspired, or the landscaping, the way that I did the split level thing, was inspired by Cyberdoll, because I like to give credit where it's due, so thank you for that, or that idea. And yeah, other than that, I felt like it was missing something when I went back to do the landscaping, so I just decided to take some inspiration from her builds. She's an amazing builder, by the way, so you should definitely go check her out if you don't know her already, but I'm still expecting you guys to know her because she's really, really good. I did have some issues with the roofing on the right side. When you look at the back of the building, when you're facing the back of the building, there was some issues with the roofing on the right side, but I did manage to fix it. It was sort of like intersecting in some weird way, and I was not liking how it looked at all, because it was not supposed to look that way, because you can see like there's a space under the roof, kind of. I don't know how to explain it, so I'm not gonna bother. But it was just kind of, there was some roofing in that little space that wasn't supposed to be there, and I just had a few issues with that, but I managed to fix it, so everything should hopefully be fine with this build. I have not yet play tested it, but it's For the interior, there's not a lot of clutter in it because I wanted it to be black and white, and we don't have a lot of black and white clutter, in my opinion. I mean, we do have statues, but I'm not really good at using statues in my builds. So in case you hadn't noticed, I never really use statues in my builds. I kind of tend to forget that that category even exists, to be honest. So anyways, yeah, not a lot of clutter in there, so everything should be fine. There may be a little bit of an issue with the toddler's room because it's very small, so everything is sort of crammed in there, but I will try to playtest it before uploading it to the gallery so that I'm sure everything works. And yeah, toddler beds are usually not something I playtest because I have one sim that actually I have two sims that I playtest with because they're the two sims that I kind of move back and forth between houses when I take screenshots, and they're grown-ups, or one is a teen actually, the other one is a young adult. It's actually super annoying doing that with a teen sim because they have to go to school or high school, I think, and suddenly they're gone and you're like, okay, I mean, you don't really notice because you have to take screenshots, but you have to pause time, and if you're forwarding the time and then suddenly it's forwarding like hyper speed because they're not there anymore, the sim is off the lot. It can kind of take you by surprise. I don't know why I'm talking about this because it's not very interesting, but I was just reminded I have to age her up because it's annoying me. But yeah, I don't know why I use her though. I really don't remember, but actually she might be one of my college girls that I was doing room builds for, and that's why I have her. I think so, maybe. Okay, anyways, here you can see the split level thing that I was talking about before. We kind of got this platform and then we're covering it up with rugs. I cannot English as per usual, but it's fine. Yeah, it's funny because normally day to day it's completely fine. My language is completely fine. I don't struggle making sentences, but as soon as I have to do a voiceover, it's just like my brain shuts down and I just can't. I don't know why, it just does not want to work with me, and it's getting on my nerves. No, it's completely fine. I laugh about it and we're over it and it's all good. It's just funny because normally, like, seriously, conversations every day. Actually, when I moved to Scotland, I was so scared of having to speak English every day. Like, I'm very shy. I'm a very shy person, especially when it comes to, because it's another language. It's not my language, and it's just having to speak it every day, and if people don't understand you and you're just standing there, because I know that I suck at explaining things, so how am I supposed to get my point across in another language if I can't explain myself, you know? So I was very nervous about that, but it's become like, it's more or less just become a habit by now. Like day-to-day conversation, normal day conversations, not voiceovers, but just normal conversations are more or less just habit now. It's not really, I feel weirder speaking Danish than I do English now, which is probably not healthy, but yeah, when you don't speak your own language every day, you know, it sort of becomes that, like, I don't know how to explain it, it's just weird. I feel like I should speak Danish more. I don't know how, but I feel like I should. Maybe I should just like walk around the house, talk to myself in Danish. I'm not sure that that's any healthier. But anyways, so I've been trying to like figure out how to incorporate Danish into my everyday, because I really feel like I need to speak Danish so I don't become like completely rusty at it, which is weird because it's my mother tongue, it's my mother language, it's my first language. It's supposed to just come naturally, but when I feel it, when I go to Denmark, I'm always a bit like slow at the first few days, and then it becomes more natural. But hopefully that's just how it is. Like, because I've been staying over here for 5 months now. Usually I would go home every 4 months, but I decided not to this time because I just don't really feel like going home these days. And I don't want to travel because I just don't like to live in a suitcase, so I decided to just stay over here. So normally I would be in Denmark sometime during April and it would be fine, but now that I've decided to stay over here over the summer too, I'll see my mom next weekend, but other than that I won't see them until unless they come over here during the summer, I won't see them until Paris, and we're gonna be speaking English anyways because my maid will be there too. So not a lot of Danish, so I've been trying to like figure out where to, like, how can I speak Danish in my everyday. So maybe I should just walk around the house and talk to myself. I'm pretty sure I'd get some weird looks if I did that, so maybe not, but totally got sidetracked there and stopped talking about the build completely. I mean, that happens sometimes in my voiceovers. I hope that's okay with you. Sometimes it's not about language, so, but yeah, so for the interior, like I said before, it's very black and white and then a little bit of gray here and there, and I've really started liking using those lamps. I don't know where they're from, but they're squared ones. You can kind of see it right now. And then I size it down because you can do that now, which is awesome. So you can even use the bigger lamps and then just size them down, which is great. So I do that quite a lot with that one because I really like the look of it. I don't know the look of that lamp. Yeah. I don't know why, I just like it. It's nice to have a square one instead of a round one, I guess, or something. I don't know. For the kitchen though, I do like the kitchen. I feel like the room was a little bit big when I'd made the floor plan. I was like, okay, this space is huge. How are we gonna fill it out? But I think we did okay. I say we, I think I did okay. I'm just gonna pretend that you guys helped me too. And yeah, it's just very, very black and white. There's not, like, it's weird not having to focus on color schemes because I've been doing that so much lately, and it's just now everything is just black and white. I'm sitting here looking at it like, what? It's so weird. It looks weird. To me, it looks weird because I've been using a lot of colors lately, and there's colors lacking. I don't know. But it's the ground though. I think I made, what's that? Well, it's the floorboards kind of, they are the white swatch, but they do have this kind of light brown touch to them, and then because of the lamps too, as you can see right now, I'm probably gonna change the lighting in play mode before I take screenshots so they're not yellow anymore but white even, or just like the lightest yellow tone, because I've been talking about that before. I don't like light, I don't like yellow. Yellow lamps, I'm not a fan of them. They remind me of public bathrooms, so I'm probably gonna change those before I take the screenshots. But I think I used the white, yeah, I used the white swatch for the floorboards too. They just look kind of yellow. I don't know why. I also found out while doing the interior here that a lot of the black swatches that I've been using, or I thought I'd been using, are actually brown instead of black. So I'm probably gonna have to keep that in mind for future builds because it would be nice if they matched rather than having suddenly a brown bookcase or something. Is it called a bookcase or a bookshelf? Because I feel like I hear people like say both things, but a shelf is technically something you hang on the wall. So I don't know. Okay, language question again. No idea. Please tell me. I think I've been corrected once before, or maybe it's my man keeps correcting me when I say bookshelf, because I call a bookcase a bookshelf, but I've heard other people talk about bookcases and call them bookshelves. So now I'm confused. Is it just a British thing? I don't know. I also gave them a home gym here, which is very small, not very detailed, very simple. Just the essentials, I guess. So they have 2 treadmills and also a punching bag, no yoga mats or anything like that. I like to put yoga mats in my home gyms, but there was no room for it. It's also in the garage part of the build, so that it kind of looks like there's, you know, something going on in the garage rather than there being a living room or a bedroom or something else. I usually put bathrooms in there, but it was just a little bit too big this time because it's for 2 cars rather than 1. So it's like my warm rustic family home from last weekend. I think I did that. Was it last weekend or 2 weeks ago? Maybe it was 2 weeks ago. I don't fully remember. But yeah, I put the home gym in the garage there too because that was for 2 cars as well. When it's just for 1 car, you can easily fit in a bathroom in the garage and it's completely fine. I know the windows look a bit weird, but that's just how that is. It looks good from the outside though. Not so good from the inside, but I hope it's okay with you that it's just like we can play pretend that they've kind of renovated the garage so they have a home gym in there. So why not utilize the space rather than just have an empty room where you can't put a car in anyways, because we don't actually have cars in the game. We just pretend that we do, you know? So I still hope that we're gonna get cars, by the way. I really, really want cars. Even if it's just for decorating purposes, I really want cars in the game. So hopefully at some point we will get something. I'm not gonna go into the whole thing that I do every freaking speed build by how excited I am to get new stuff, because I think you guys get the point by now. I am very excited to get new stuff though, but we're not gonna talk about it. It's completely fine. And this is the living room, the bigger living room. They do have another one. I have not included it in the footage because I just was not in the mood to make like a 35-minute long speed build today. I'm kind of trying to make my speed builds shorter so you guys don't have to sit through 30 minutes either, also because it takes like a freaking long time to render, by the way. I just want to say that it's not good on my computer. Actually, I've read that rendering shouldn't do anything to your computer, but I don't trust it. I'm pretty sure that it's like tearing my computer apart or like melting the insides of it. So as long as like as little as possible, or as little render time as possible is great, you know, in case you don't know about video stuff. And basically when I'm done editing, I have to render the video so it's kind of like merged together into one file that I can upload to YouTube, a certain file type as well, and that's what the rendering process is. I did not know what rendering was before I started making videos, so in case any of you guys are curious, that's just what that is. I hope I explained that perfectly fine, perfectly understandable for a change. I don't know, maybe not, perhaps not. This is the little library study. They also have, I think the only other computer there is in this whole build is in the teen boy's room, if I'm not mistaken. I know the teen boy turned out to be very lucky when it came to like electronics and stuff like that, because he has a keyboard, and he has a TV, and he has a console too, and he also has his own computer, while the teen girl basically has nothing. But it fit better in the teen boy's room, like room size wise and whatever was on the wall and stuff. And she has the walk-in closet too. I would have loved to have I would have loved to have had a walk-in closet when I was a teen. I still want a walk-in closet. I want a walk-in closet. It's my struggle. I keep calling it a walk-in closet rather than a walk-in closet. I don't know. I do it in Danish too. It's called the same in Danish. It's just the pronunciation. I just call it a walk-in closet. So I just have a walk-in closet. But I really, really want one of those. I don't know if I could fill it up at this point because I did throw out. Oh my god. Do you guys want to know a horror story? Okay, it's not a horror story, so don't worry about that. But if you don't like spiders, like I don't, it might be a little bit scary, but I'm gonna tell you the story. Oh my god, language. I'm gonna tell you guys the story anyways. I hope that's okay. But so I moved over here, and I brought, how many boxes did I bring? Like 3, I think. Yeah, and I'm super, super lazy when it comes to unpacking stuff. When I come home from Denmark as well, I have my suitcase standing in a corner for 2 weeks maybe before I finally, you know, pull my together and unpack it. That's just how that is. I'm fine. I got clean clothes, so it's all good. But I just don't like unpacking. I'm fine with packing, just not unpacking. But anyways, so I had these 3 boxes, and one was under the staircase, which was fine until one day suddenly I was walking from the kitchen and I wanted to go upstairs, so I had to walk past the staircase, and I could see the box there, and then behind on the wall there was the biggest spider I have literally ever seen. Even I've been to Australia, I've been seeing some pretty big spiders. Also seen a poison spider that crawled up on my plate once during dinner. That was great. But yeah, there was this like huge spider on the wall behind the box, and I literally just ran back to the kitchen, looked at my maid, I was like, I could not form a sentence. I couldn't shape a word with my mouth, and it was just, I think he kind of got the point though, because he knows that I have arachnophobia, so I was just standing there like pointing towards the hallway like, how did you do? Yeah, so he went out there and took it and removed it. But that was one moving box. The other one I had in my bedroom for a while before I finally 2 months ago or 3 months ago, maybe 4. When was it? Or maybe it was in October actually. Wow, time passes by. Okay. But there was a moving box in my bedroom until October then, where I finally decided, okay, we should probably, you know, unpack it because it's been standing there for a very, very long time. And so I opened it and moved a few things, and suddenly I had, and this is like, I'm about to cry right now as I'm telling you guys the story, but because the babies, I cried on the spot when it happened, but there was a spider in it, and it was a jumping spider, and I felt it, like, it hit my hand, and I was like shaking it, so I fell down in the box and started jumping. It was a jumping spider. Okay, there was a jumping spider in my moving box, and is it even called a moving box? I'm not sure. Anyways, so I went downstairs and basically told my maid, could you just go upstairs, like bring a trash bag and just take everything from the box and throw it out? Because I know that I would never touch any of those clothes again. So I lost the whole moving box full of clothes. Then again, I haven't worn any of it in a very long time because it's literally just been in a moving box in my bedroom, you know? So there you go. That was the second box. The third box right now is in the closet and I'm not touching it. If it's anything like the other two, I'm not touching it, so it's just gonna stay in there for a bit. But I think it's mostly electronic gadgets. And also possibly some books or something, because yeah, I have a lot of books as well. I like to read when I haven't worked, but then I started doing YouTube, and now I use all my free time on YouTube now. I don't have time to read. What do I do? I love reading though. It's nice to just stick into a good book. But yeah, so there's a box in the cupboard now, and I don't want to touch it. I'm just gonna leave it there for a bit until maybe one day I'm like, okay, maybe it's about time. Let's just put on the gloves or put on a big suit or something, you know, so I can't, like a boiler suit or whatever they're called. No, that's what they're called in Danish. Whatever, you guys know, like a big suit, okay, so that the spider can't touch me in case there is a spider in it, because I just don't wanna deal with it. So anyways, finally back to the build, and I see we've done all the interior by now, so I did not really know what to do with the exterior or the back of the build, to be honest. I had no idea. I was sitting here just looking at, like, okay, what do we do now? And I thought that we just like put in a platform in the middle, or what's it called, foundation in the middle, and then put a pool in that, and then to the left of the pool we have a little gardening area with just like three normal size or three small pots, and then one of the bigger ones so they can plant some stuff in there if they want to. And then on the right side we have a little seating area. They don't have a grill. I know there's no grill in my build, but I did not have anywhere to put the grill, to be honest. I didn't feel like it felt natural anywhere, so that's just how that is. And then they have a few seating areas up on the foundation too, so they can sit up there and just sit by the water or something, enjoy a good book or enjoy the sun if we hopefully get weather at some point. That would be great. Anyways, we're getting into screenshots soon, so I'm gonna wrap up this voiceover now. I hope you like the build. You can download it off the gallery. My ID is the same as my YouTube name, so Aveline Sims, and the name and everything, price, lot size, so on, is written in the description down below in case you want to know. If you got suggestions to builds you want to see on the channel, let me know in the comment section. I still have one more build I need to do before next weekend, so preferably something smaller. Otherwise, I'll just try to finish one of the houses I've already started. I should probably do that, to be honest. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Remember to like, subscribe, and all that good stuff if you did, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye!
the night.